Miss Jenise and Miss Diane is with us, or with me.
Hi.
We're going to be doing our story time about raccoons today. And we've been talking about early literacy skills and how it's very important as you are developing and working with your child, getting them ready to learn how to read. Our story times provide examples of what you can do to get them ready with early literacy skills. So, and the first, we've been covering them each week, and now we're going to cover narrative skills. What does that mean? That means allowing the child to explain the story as they are going along. So as you read a story, ask them what's happening in the picture. Or at the end of the story, go back and see if they can remember the sequence. How does it begin? What's the middle? What's the end? Those are valuable things that they need to know when they're learning how to read a story in a book. Maybe you can have them draw out the picture at the beginning, draw what's happening in the middle, draw what's happening in the end, have them act out the story. Maybe they can demonstrate the feelings that were going on or the action moves that were going on. So we're going to do some of that today as an example for modeling. And as you go through the day, say, oh, you brushed your teeth this morning. Now we go to story time. Now we're going to go outside for a walk. So thinking through what happens in the order that it happens will help you as you read. So we're talking about raccoons. And of course, poetry is always fun. Don't be a litter bug. Raccoons like to come out at night, but they don't get close for they might get bite, for they might bite. They might eat cat food from a bowl and eat until they're full. Bang! Off goes the trash can lid, for that is where some food is hid. Pitter patter go their feet across the roof to make a beat. Only then, when the sun comes up, they're done with their exercises. So when the sun rises, they're done with their exercises. Don't be a litter bug. We're going to share a story about raccoons in the trash too later on. But I wanted to show you some, not just fiction books about raccoon. There's some beautiful books in your library that show real pictures of them. Your kids will enjoy it. This is a nonfiction book. You can tell that because there's numbers on the side of the jacket. So when you look for them in your library, they usually have a number of where you can find them. So if you type in the word raccoon or raccoons in your library website, you can find books about real raccoons because they are real, right? So I'm going to walk with you just through. There's usually a table of contents that tells you where you can find items and what page it's on. So this is going to help them when they get older learning and studying and doing research. They are night hunters. When the sun sets, they leave their dens. These mostly nocturnal animals come out after dark for their nightly hunt. Here they are. And if you see them into the day, you might want to run away because they really should not be out in the day. There are three kinds of raccoons. Raccoons live in the North and the South America. North America, South America. They give you a map. They make their dens in trees, rocks, or in the ground. See his little face looking at me? He's living in his tree. Now I'm going to go to another section that I thought you might enjoy. How much do they weigh? That's a good question. Up close, raccoons have stocky bodies and weigh between 8 and 22 pounds. That's as big as my Shih Tzu. He weighs 18. They're as big as a dog. And then last but not least, I want to know about their babies, right? Let's go back to the back of the book where there's a baby picture, because we're going to talk about baby raccoons. About 10 weeks, mother teaches their kits. They're called kits, K-I-T-S, to hunt. Before they reach their first year, raccoons leave the den and live by themselves. So at 1 year old, they live on their own. That's good background knowledge. All right, so now let's get started with a beautiful welcome song. Miss Diana's gonna sing to us. If you have a scarf, and if you have maybe some sticks you wanna bang, join us.
Okay, here's our scarf. And we're gonna do our song that we've been doing every week, so I hope you really remember it now. Story time is here, story time is here. Hey ho, the dairy-o, story time is here. Shake your hands up high, shake your hands down low. Hey ho, the dairy-o, now shake them high and low. Tap your feet like this, tap your feet like that. Hey ho, the dairy-o, tap them fast and slow. Give your hands a clap, give your hands a clap. Hey ho, the dairy-o, now put them in your lap. Very good, you're doing that really well. Ooh, and now we're going to do another song that has some motions. So, can you climb a tree? And can you wear a mask like a raccoon? Okay, ready? Raccoon, raccoon, climbing a tree, wearing a mask, you can't fool me. Hiding there so I can't see what you're doing in the tree. Raccoon, raccoon, climbing a tree, wearing a mask, you can't fool me. Oh, let's do it one more time. Ready? Let's see you climb. Raccoon, raccoon, climbing a tree, wearing a mask, you can't fool me. Hiding there so I can't see what you're doing in the tree. Raccoon, raccoon, climbing a tree, wearing a mask, you can't fool me. Very good. Okay, now put your fingers up. We're going to do another little finger play. Raccoons, raccoons in the night. With your masks, you're quite a sight. Your keen noses smell food in the trash. You sniff? So you knock down our cans with a crash. Oh, let's do it again. Raccoons, raccoons in the night. With your masks, you're quite a sight. Your keen noses smell food in our trash. So you knock down our cans with a crash. Oh! Okay, thank you. Let's see what Miss Jenise has for us next.
We have a book that we're going to explore. It's called Raccoon on His Own by Jim Arnosky. I wonder if he's 1 year old yet. Remember, when he's 1, he can be on his own. Let's find out. Maybe they say their age. I'm not sure. But this color's purple. That's a pretty color on the inside of the book. Thank you, J.P. Putnam's and Son, for publishing this book. And again, we're going to start at the beginning of our story. In a dark swamp, a new day dawned, like a sleepy eye opening slowly. A small wooden boat floated and nudged against the mud. Nudge. The mud was soft and sandy. A mother raccoon with her young came to dig and search for food. Dig, 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 dig. Mother found a crunchy crawfish, and the 2 little raccoons kept digging for crawfish near the boat. But the 3rd raccoon was not hungry. He wanted to climb. Climb, climb, climb. The hungry raccoons quickly dug up all the mud around the boat. No sticky mud to hold it, it floated away. Here it goes. Oh no! The raccoon in the boat looked up. A chill ran down his spine. He was drifting in the boat alone. He was on his own for the very first time. Afraid to jump into the dark water, he stared back at the mud bank, and the boat silently carried him downstream. He reached to grab the sturdy branch and climbed up out of the moving boat, but the branch was too high. The boat glided under the branch. This branch was low enough to climb, but the raccoon saw the shape of a snake draped across the branch, and he ducked down. He didn't go there. He crawled to the other end of the boat. Downstream, he saw the shadowy shapes of plants and trees sticking up out of the water. He looked down and he saw a raccoon looking back at him. His reflection kept him company as the boat moved along through air so still, on water so smooth. And the mama raccoon, she sees him. As the boat passed through a bunch of water lilies, something made a huge, great splash. Did you guess what it is? An alligator, a great big alligator that had been hiding under the lily pad. Chomp, chomp. Oh no, little raccoon. Zeet, 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 came a sound from above. The raccoon looked up and saw 5 young wobblers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Zeet, 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 the birds called down. The raccoon chirred back, chirred back. That's his little sound. He looks in the tiny turtle swimming up to the boat. The raccoon reaches into the water to touch one of the turtle's shells, and all 3 scatter away. 1, 2, 3. Scatter, scatter. A mother merganser paddles by, leading her 9 little ducklings. The raccoon watched the ducklings swim close to their mommy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I wonder if they quack, quack. See, the mommy's watching him. Don't worry, little raccoon. Suddenly, the boat bumped to the other mud bank and stopped. The raccoon saw his family coming to meet him. He ran to his mother. And just like that, they were all together again downstream. The end. Now, Miss Diana's going to read a beautiful story about, no, she's going to count to 5. So let's do that.
Okay, so now we have a little poem and we have some little raccoons. Can you see? We have one right here. Okay, one little raccoon looking for things to do. Along came another. And then there were 2. Count with me. 1, 2. Very good. 2 curious raccoons trying so hard to see. Along came another. And then there were 3. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3. Yay. 3 clever raccoons trying to open the door. Along came another. And then there were 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 happy raccoons, glad to be alive. Along came another. And then there were 5. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 little raccoons, as tired as can be, looked up for a place to rest and scurried up the tree. There they are. Goodbye, raccoons. Have a good rest.
This is great because now you're learning that they scurry and they like to dig in the trash cans, right? So I'm bringing in another story, and this is a silly one called Raccoon Tune by Nancy Shaw, illustrated by Howard Fine. He drew all the pictures and colored them in and painted them. And look at their faces. Looks like they're having a good time. Let's find out what goes on. Thank you, Henry Holt and Company, for the publishing this book, and we're reading it called Raccoon Tune. Here's his jumping over the water. Moonlight, June night, just right for raccoon night. See the moon at the top? Here they go. Not too bright, not too dark, not too bright as we look for treats. And they're crossing a street. Oh no, the car had to stop. Out we creep while people sleep. Soon we hope to find a heap of cheese and breadcrumbs piled deep, of codfish bones and beets. They like garbage, don't they? Deep in the bins we always forage, clanking tins we find in storage, apple skins and maple porridge, broccoli and sweets. Stacked up, very neat. Ash cans, trash cans, how we love to crash cans. Mash and smash and bash cans. We'll get that lid to pop. We have to throw it at the fence. People should have common sense. There wouldn't be so many dents if they would leave off the top. Pretty strong, aren't they? This lid is on too tight. We'll have to put it quite a fight. We pull and pull with all our might, but nothing gives until we grab the can and try to spin it. The top comes off. Ah, look what's in it. Yum. They love it. Uh-oh, it's rolling down the hill. We thought we saw some cake and cream. Or was that just a hungry dream? Oh no! Surprise. It's rolling fast and gathering steam. We run and dash. Notice this frog? He reminds me of a story called Tuesday, where there's a frog in a dream. You have to check that one out. A clunk, a splash, our trashy trash has fallen into the stream. Oh! And the frogs, they look like they're screaming. The frogs could scream. Dive right in and grab it quick. Teamwork ought to do the trick. Hook a handle, poke a stick. At last we pull it out. Oh, I see some fireflies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 9 and 10. That's fun to do some counting. Oh my whiskers, how delicious. This can is full of flopping fishes. A super duper super dish will have a feast of trout. It's even better. Now they got the can out, right? Moonlight, June night, just right for raccoon night. Not too dark, not too bright. when we're dining out. The end. Now, Miss Diana's going to read a beautiful story, and then we're going to play a game.
So we're going to read The Kissing Hand by Audrey Penn, illustrated by Ruth Harper and Nancy Leake, brought to us by Child and Family Press. I'm sure some of you have seen this book before. Got really nice pictures. And as Miss Jenise is pointing out, beautiful blue here in the front. Whoops, sorry about that. Here we go, The Kissing Hand. Beautiful pictures here. Raccoon and the bird and the butterflies. Here's Chester. Chester Raccoon stood at the edge of the forest and he cried. "I don't want to go to school," he told his mother. "I want to stay home with you. I want to play with my friends and play with my toys and read my books and swing on my swing. Please, may I stay home with you?" Mrs. Raccoon took Chester by the hand and nuzzled him on the ear. "Sometimes we all have to do things we don't want to do," she told him gently, "even if they seem strange and scary at first. But you will love school once you start. You'll make new friends, play with new toys, read new books, swing on new swings. Besides," she added, "I know a wonderful secret that will make your nights at school seem as warm and cozy as your days at home." "Oh, he's going to school at night because they come out at night and they sleep during the day. That's what that means." What's she doing here?" Chester wiped away his tears and looked interested. "A secret? What kind of secret?" "A very old secret," said Mrs. Raccoon. "I learned it from my mother, and she learned it from hers. It's called the kissing hand." "The kissing hand?" asked Chester. "What's that?" "I'll show you." Mrs. Raccoon took Chester's left hand, spread open his tiny fingers into a fan. Leaning forward, she kissed Chester right in the middle of his palm. Chester felt his mother's kiss rush from his hand, up his arm and into his heart. Even his silky black mask tingled with special warmth. Ooh, can you see that nice picture? All the hearts and all the love that comes with that kiss. Mrs. Raccoon smiled. "Now," she told Chester, "whenever you feel lonely and you need a little loving from home, you just press your hand to your cheek and think, 'Mommy loves you, Mommy loves you.' And that very kiss will just go to your face and fill you with toasty, warm thoughts." Ooh. She took Chester's hand and carefully wrapped his fingers around the kiss. "Now do be careful not to lose it," she teased him. "But don't worry, when you open your hand and wash your food, I promise the kiss will stick." Chester loved his kissing hand. Now he knew his mother's love would go with him wherever he went, even to school. See all the things he can do now that he has his hand? The kiss on his hand. That night, Chester stood in front of his school and he looked thoughtful. Suddenly he turned to his mother and grinned. "Give me your hand." Chester took his mother's hand in his own and unfolded her large, familiar fingers into a fan. Next, he leaned forward and kissed the center of her hand. Now you have a kissing hand too, he told her. And with a gentle goodbye and I love you, Chester turned and danced away. Ooh, look, all the animals are going to the tree. Mrs. Raccoon watched Chester scamper across the tree limb and enter school. As the hoot owl rang in the new school year, she pressed her left hand to her cheek and smiled. The warmth of Chester's kiss filled her heart with special words. Chester loves you, it sang. Chester loves you. And here they are going to their beautiful school in the moonlight, remembering that their mother loves them. So that's our kissing hand story. And now Miss Jenise is going to show us a game we can play about this.
Yes, Chester the raccoon really misses his mom. So she gives him a kiss in the middle of his palm. And the kiss helps him when they're apart. Can you help him find the matching heart? Now this is orange, and this one's a red one. This is my orange one. This is my blue one, purple and green. So which one do I want to put in there? Is it the red one? Is it the orange one? Yes, the orange one matches. Now they are matching. Good job. Let's do it again. Chester the raccoon really misses his mom, so she gives him a kiss in the middle of his palm. The kiss helps him when they are apart. Now, can you help me find the matching heart? Is it this one? No. Is it this one? Yes, that's the matching heart. Now they're together, the blue one and the blue one. Good job. Let's do it again. Chester the raccoon really misses his mom, so she gives him a kiss in the middle of his palm. The kiss helps him when they're apart. Can you help me find the missing heart? Is it this one? No. Is it the purple one? Yes, that's right. There's the missing heart. Now they're together. Purple and purple. Good job. Let's do it again. Two more. Chester the raccoon really misses his mom, so she gives him a kiss in the middle of his palm. The kiss helps him when they're apart. Now, can you help me find the matching heart? Did you say this one? That's right. Red and red. Good job. They match. Our last one. Chester the raccoon really misses his mom, so she gives him a kiss in the middle of his palm. The kiss helps them when they are apart. Can you help me find the missing heart? Did you say it was this one? Because there's nothing else? That's right, green on green. Good job. So the green hearts match. The two red hearts match. The two orange ones are together. We have two purple ones that were similar, right? They match. And two blue ones. This will help you in remembering and retelling your story as well about kissing in the palm to help him remember. And then you can do a matching game at home. So Miss Diane is going to wrap up our story time with narrative skills.
Okay, we're going to talk about kissing hand again and see if we can remember what happens. As Miss Jenise said, it's our narrative skills, our sequence, what is happening. Okay, so let's get to the first page. So here's an example of what you can do with your children. So Miss Jenise, what is happening in this picture, do you think?
He's sad. He doesn't want to go to school.
No, he doesn't want to go to school. He's crying. So then who comes to talk to him?
This is mommy.
Right. And she's telling him that sometimes we have to do things we don't want to do. We have to do scary things sometimes. Oh, but what's in this great pictures here, Miss Jenise?
Things that he can do. I think he can play with it in the sand. He can read
Oh, yeah.
a book in the tree and then swing on a new swing.
That's right. Okay, let's see. What do you think's happening in this picture?
She has a secret. She's got to kiss his hand.
Oh, very good.
She kisses it.
There's all the little hearts. So what is Chester going to remember when he goes to school, when he thinks about the kisses in his hand?
His mommy loves him.
Right, mommy loves me. Okay. On our way to school. And here's all the different things that he can do now.
He can play ball. I think he was doing another activity. I can't remember.
He just looks like he's playing and looking around at things. Oh, and now
He's going to go to school.
going to school.
Said,
And
Mommy,
he
give me your
remembers.
hand. Yeah. Give me your hand, Mom.
That's right. So mom gets the kiss in her hand. Yep. Bye-bye. Oh, and who's this?
That's the owl teacher.
That's right. And what is Mrs. Raccoon going to remember about the kiss in her hand?
That he loves her too. Chester loves her.
That's right. And then they are in their beautiful school. So that's a way that you can retell the story and ask questions as you go along. And as Miss Jenise said before, you can draw pictures of what happens to help you remember. And as you get bigger, you can write it.
So we hope you enjoyed our story time. Next week, we'll talk about owls. So we hope you have a good week, and remember to start talking about events and things that are happening, and check out the beautiful books in our library about raccoons. And I think I have another one I want to show you about Chester Raccoon and the acorn full of memories. So just type in the word raccoon into your library website, and you can request a book safely, and you can pick them up, and it's a great activity for you to do with your kids. So bye now. Thank you.
Bye. Have a good week.